Carr is out with an AC joint injury. Guess it's time to run Taysom Hill. Let's talk about it.
Hey, I thought it was all over.
So as we saw in the Saints game, Derek Carr went down. Recent news has said that it's an AC joint injury. He's saying that he's going to be able to work through it, but obviously this is going to be something that is going to mar the Saints organization moving forwards. Now, obviously, they already are dealing with the Kamara suspension. They're dealing with Williams being out, might return week 4, or possibly next week, which would be nice. Next week is week 4. Going to return next week with him. So with all of this, the addition of the Carr injury obviously throws the offense into a flux. Now, I am a big proponent of shipping Winston to a place like the Jets, Minnesota, something like that, where he can try and build his own thing because he is a backup. But what about the option of running Taysom Hill? We've seen quite a bit of this more modified running quarterback. We saw it in the game where he got like 9 carries or 7 carries, like 90 yards or something stupid. He can throw the ball. He's obviously very agile, and he can run the offense. So I think that this is either the time where you fully commit at least 4 weeks to Taysom Hill, or you let Carr go out there and hopefully try and get you going. But if this AC joint gets any worse, you're going to have to make the decision more permanently, meaning the rest of the year. Not permanent. I just mean permanent for the season. So I think that the Saints fans need to start floating the idea or start being okay with Taysom Hill possibly getting the start. Now, obviously, that's in the idea that Winston doesn't get it or Winston just doesn't show enough in that Saints offense. Your defense is carrying you quite a bit and keeping you in games, so I think that's going to bode well for you as time goes on. But right now, shout out to my boys over at BS and Beer, the beer run and everything like that. Love you guys. You guys are Saints fans. I want to know your thoughts as well. Any Saints fan out there, please weigh in. I really thought that the loss of Sean Payton would really put you in the backseat. And I think that with Derek Carr being hurt now, I think you are still really in the catbird seat for winning the division. But I think you could also lose it to the Falcons because the Falcons are playing really well. Algier and Bijan together are able to just keep the ball out of the opponent's hands. So I think the Falcons could have, really done the opposite of what everybody else is doing, minus the Eagles, and just run the shit out of that ball and keep the ball out of everybody else's hands. But I think that's kind of what you guys are going to do, Kamara, Williams. Again, I think you could adapt that with Taysom and turn that into something. Then you need another short-running quarterback. I mean, I could see that being a great place for like a Kyler Murray or something. Obviously not saying that, but more of that body type, more of the Taysom Hill. I know he's like 6 something, but I guess maybe Kyler's not the best comparison. Maybe a Gardner Minshew, my bad, a Mariota. But I think that should be the way to move forwards. Really enable that run game, the option and everything like that, and really take what the Eagles are doing and bring that to the Saints, because I think that could do really well, especially in our division. Just something to think about. Again, I think that Taysom Hill is the way to go over Jameis Winston. I think Jameis Winston can get you guys possibly a first-round pick if you just go to the Jets and say, hey, give me your first-round pick this year for Jameis Winston, flat out, we're done. I'm not going to take anything less. They would do it. Now, don't get me wrong, people would roast them for it, but I think that would put them in a much better chance or a much better place to succeed, or even for my Panthers to go get Andy Dalton for the Jets. But regardless, this is about the Saints. Tell me your thoughts. Taysom Hill as a starting quarterback, to allow Carr proper weeks to heal, and obviously, if you guys go 4-0 during that time, I think maybe you keep him in and ride the hot hand. But that's just me. I want to know your thoughts. Drop it in the comments. Drop it in a video response. I might be on BS and Beers at some point so we can actually flesh this out a little more. But in the meantime, go Panthers. Good luck to the Saints. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. This is Nick with Roll Coverage. We're out.